Здравствуйте, меня зовут Kittenpaw, and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned, where we'll be doing Albro Skaven versus Jaekel's Witch Hunters. Albro, new to the community. I think this is his third PvP. He's kind of been thrown to the wolves here. Jaeckel only has one loss. Um, stream run start? And then Jaeckel has been here with us from the start. He's supposedly only going to play like half the matches. And so he's paired with someone of a lesser skill cap, we'll say. Ends up being able to play every match. So he's given the hit Witch Hunters quite a boost here. So I think he's 6-1 at this point. Looking to go 7-1 and play Clyde again next round. There's the stream. It always takes a while to load on my phone, at least. So we're actually on Nobles 2 and Scavengers, so they figured out random deployments aren't the best idea. I think they're both taking Crush. At least they were saying that in the pre-setup. We came back. We had some mistakes. It's lunchtime here. I'm kind of eating in between talking, so bear with me. Anyway, Nobles, good call with the Rat Ogre. I don't know who. I think, hopefully, Albro was the underdog. He got to pick the map and the vetoes. He's using the Rat Ogre. I think he's the only one using the Rat Ogre, so it's fun to see. I've been told by Karnd every faction has an impressive Lord Ramon with the cult, with his white armbands, and starting HP, like 350 HP, using his spawn. I was told Daddy Cool, I think, with the Witch Hunters is still using the Executioner, so that's cool. Albro here with the Rat Ogre. I believe Valentine is using a Crypt Horror. Everybody's using a Maiden, and Hole Poker using the Ogre. I'm really disappointed in the Witch Hunters. I wanted to see someone that plays every week take an Executioner. I think that's what I would have done if I was Witch Hunters. I think we're starting to see why I say that. They really struggle with damage output. Witch Hunters were just beating the shit out of everyone with an Executioner to start this tournament. And he failed. Albro trying to get his initiative up as fast as possible so he'll never have a chance to give him stupidity or not guidance. I mean, this is killing him every turn. Like, you should be pumping the alertness on these guys and not touching the Rat Ogres, but it looks like he's already raised the Rat Ogres initiative. I recently did a Skaven Let's Play to get the veteran rank ups, and I used the Rat Ogre, and it is like really annoying. It's not a while. It takes a while to get your alertness up because you're also kind of getting leadership to have a born leader, Eshin sorcerer, and then you need intelligence to actually do some spells. So it's really hard to get that alertness up. A rune of celerity would go a long way, but then you're also a spellcaster, so you don't want to waste it with a rune of celerity. It's just really hard to get past the Rat Ogre. You need to not touch his alertness and just pump intelligence and leadership on the Rat Ogre until your guy can catch up. I mean, that ship has sailed. I'd be interesting to see his stats here. To see, I feel like he has been increasing the alertness on the Rat Ogre. But Mastery Blessed with Filth, that's pretty cool to see. Adrenaline Rush, there must be something with the math on that. Where he wants, well, he has a lot of pills. 8 pills, probably because he's a born leader. I think it works a bit like with Lads Got Talent henchmen getting their pills faster. I wish I could speak more to what the Skaven are doing. Pretty sure Albro and Roritor have both taken Eshin Sorcerer leaders. I'm pretty sure Greybush has too. So it's an easy choice, honestly. They're such strong units. I mean, look at all the options they bring to the table. This guy's able to use Mastery Blessed with Filth. Now you got this guy. He doesn't need Mastery Blessed with Filth. He can take like Mastery Wither or Mastery Sorcerer's Curse. I'd take something different. So you can kind of stack debuffs and buffs. Plus, they're really good like snipers in their own right. They just do fine with ranged. Like, part of what sucks about the Magister is if he's not casting or using Order, he just kind of sucks. Like, he's not a good archer. He gets like 12 ballistic skill. These guys can get way up there with the ballistic skill. I was just throwing out who is taking a Born Leader, Eshin Sorcerer, Greybush. I think you all have at this point. I don't even know. Do you guys have like 3 fucking active members? I don't. Poor fucking Skaven, man. They've lost so many players to drama. Fletcher, like, just disappeared. He was playing really well. Terminator left for like family drama. And then Sneaky High Elf just was like randomly, I gotta go for like a month or more, which means he probably won't be back. He said he had stuff come up in real life. Well, the reason I stream is to talk these strategy, right, Lust? You guys want to know where you're fucking up and what are good units and... He's really aggressive here. Aggressively posturing. Imagine if he'd take Wardstone Rush. People have just become obsessed with Crush. Just totally obsessed with it. I don't think anyone has 5 in any of the other stuff, though. Like, you got to get the other stuff, too, guys. Like, if he had taken Wordstone, easy with that giant pile of Wordstone. I guess everyone's like, yeah, we can get Wordstone whenever. It's not that hard. Is Rain? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Fletcher. He just disappeared. He was a good new player, too. He could have pressured Steiner as the new MVP. I think you see Albro as a really competitive guy, though, too. His warband rating is really good, considering he has a Rat Ogre. Beating Abaddon. Should have beat Paranoia. My God. I know. I'll shut up about that Paranoia. But, I mean, it was kind of crazy. Those 2 route tests passed just to win. So he's been competitive against some very knowledgeable players. Yeah, I know. So Gray saying we could do Wordstone whenever. I know, I get it, but like certain deployments, you're just really not going to get Crush anyway. So may as well finish the other ones. I would think. I don't know. I'm playing Sassy if he ever gets back to me. And I'm not taking Crush because of the deployments he gave me. He's a Witch Hunter, so... We only have 3 Wordstone rushes, so we need 2 of those, and we need them marked. I went 4 for 4 in the first round. I'm now 0 for 3 in the second round. I mean, 1 against Nanashi and 1 against Shellproof. I would have had Crush on both of them, but they voluntarily routed, so I can't be that disappointed. I just didn't have a chance against Clyde. Taking Wordstone Rush and where the I had to get 60%, which is ridiculous, plus where they were located, plus Clyde. It was going to be a bloodbath anyway. So I can't be too hard on myself. I would have been 2 for 3. Anyway, it's not about me. Um, but it's interesting to see like each team's MVP as far as who's getting secondaries and whatnot. I think we've been well rounded on my team. Like I think it's funny because I think some people are rooting for rooting for teams to get it. Like I think more than a few people have said in Discord. Like I hope the Skaven get the 45 seconds. I think that would be pretty fun. I mean, I really want to get the Demonettes or the Demons. So just to kind of change gameplay, I think it'd be really fun, change of pace, because I think it can hurt us just as much as help us. I think it'll just be interesting. Righteous Clyde. Okay. Is that like poking fun of him, calling him out for save scumming? I suppose it is. I am pretty sure I'm the only person streaming every single part of my warband's existence. Nanashi started to. So I think you guys can be only 100% sure about my warband's integrity. Everyone else just hopefully is playing by the rules. All right, Almodovar. So last we saw Albro, he was kind of overextending with his warp guards against Abaddon. Really killed off 2 warp guards for no reason. See if he's learned from his prior mistakes. I've already said it looks like he's a little overextended. I think Jaeckel's going to play it really conservative, though. Yeah, it's kind of funny because with all these Eshin sorcerers, Gray saying I don't think I'd like 45 seconds, and Eshin sorcerers and Poison Wind Globadiers do kind of take time to like aim the globes and to add buffs, and I think Gray took order, right? So finding the target you want to order, finding the target you want to put Bless with Filth on, finding the target you want to use your Shuriken on. Like these all take time, so. Looking at the reward list, I would have tried to use the KISS rule, keep it simple, stupid, a bit, but it's hard to do with the Skaven. They do rely a lot on debuffing and buffing and poisoning. All these kind of take time. Aldous Huxley, like the author. Aldous Huxley. What was his? He had a few famous books. Brave New World. Fahrenheit 511, whatever the fuck. I don't remember what he wrote. Back when I was like read books. And I love reading. Reading's fun. If you're into strategy and video games like this, you're probably into reading. So I don't know. They just kind of go together, don't they? I don't know what he's highlighting. Like, is that like a really good sniper's nest? I don't know what. He's got one randomly in the middle there. So scavengers. Scavengers, you like start spread out as one team, and the other team starts at the cart. Was Albro spread out? I wasn't even paying attention. It looks like they're both kind of right on their cart. Trying to find Clyde. I thought he found Clyde over here. He just spotted somebody for a second. It's cool to see the guys hunting now. This is exactly what we use, so you guys should be using it too. Like, it's scummy. I wish, obviously it's a big bug in the game, but everyone uses it. So you guys should use it too. Imagine how different the game is if you can't do this. I really kind of hate that this is in the game. There's going in the noble house there. The first floor is kind of open, isn't it? Or is that the other building? That's the other one. This one's not open. Was Albro in the buildings? I think Albro was in the buildings. I don't think that the scavengers get to select their placement. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what these dots are supposed to represent. Reaches Clyde. What is the magic? Armor absorption. So he's got armor of righteousness. 65% armor. I wish he would hit M and N. Like, it's cool to spot him, but you should be looking at, like, his crit resistance, what weapons he's using, or what's in his offhand. Alright, now you know he has armor of righteousness. Now start looking at his stats. Like, if you know you have a guy that does crits, like maybe your Rat Ogre, and get him up in there, who's so out of position because he failed his stupidity check.
A new round has started.
So where do you put this guy? He can shoot the shit out of him. So you don't want to overexpose him. He doesn't have the best armor. You kind of want to, if I'm the Skaven with a Rat Ogre, you want to engage with your heavily armored warp guards and then bring this guy in to finish off engaged targets. I don't think you lead with this guy. So maybe put him on the corner here. Keep him out of harm's way. But you don't. He could probably shoot you. Well, you're gonna put warp guards here and hopefully ambush this way. Hopefully he doesn't shoot him from the road. I think they both took crush. There's no reason they couldn't select it manually. I mean, I think this is legit for Albro. I mean, it is, because if you can select Crush, why not just take Crush? And I think Jaeckel took Crush as well. Yeah, I need to train Chains of Chaos. It's just too good not to, with all these impressives. 68 to 73. It's probably a great hammer, right? I don't think they can use great axes. They can maybe use halberds. I honestly don't know much about melee witch hunters. Hello, I'm pretending I'm an archer. That's a great little sniper's nest, though, isn't it? Is that what he's setting up? I bet he's setting up to protect that area and bring a sniper. So he's going to guard whoever's up there. So with Blessed with Filth, I really like Blessed with Filth. If you can get shurikens, get Blessed with Filth, and then just throw some shurikens and poison whoever the fuck's out there. And skirmish that way. Like, Skaven are really good at skirmishing like that. So this guy's got Mastery Blessed with Filth, so I think he put on the Poison Wind Globadier, who has a shuriken right there. I think that's an easy choice. Let's see if he does that. I mean, I don't like that as much. This guy's just here to crush shit, not necessarily poison. Yeah, and you're already taking curses. I think it's way better on him. He should pass that stupidity check. Where is he going? What are you doing? Reapply guidance? Yeah, I don't like that play. I think you put so the thing with Skaven is you get one-handers or shurikens to make sure you get the most poison attempts. So this guy has a shuriken. You could land 3 poisons on a target. 36 to 47 looks like a purple maybe. So if he has the Bless with Filth, he can get it on some units. Another nice thing is to do Warp Poison and go into an Overwatch. Is Warp... Okay, I always forget. Is Warp the one that takes red pills? I think it is. There's Warp and Numbing. I like Numbing so much more. Locks a unit into place. Alright, he's made it difficult for himself to go in there now. If the archer goes up there, you're just making it difficult to go get him. If I'm Jaeckel, I'm saying, hey, thanks. Now you really don't want to come to my sniper's nest. You know? Cool. Hug the wall. Hug the wall. Go to the wall. Don't leave him out in the open. There you go. I always say don't hug the wall with an archer, but in this case you have like 7 fucking units around this guy ambushing. Do you think he's going to send someone into there? Like, he could stack Bless with Filth, too. That would have been really nice to get the Mastery and then the Basic on that Poison Wind Globadier. So he can stack Mastery and Basic Filth, but I don't see him doing it. So what is the point? So this guy's got a Shuriken. Looks like another purple one. This guy would have been a great Mastery Blessed with Filth. And he can get off a few attacks as well. He seems to be retreating after moving forward. Probably his 2 most important units, right? The Poison Wind Globadier and then the Rat Ogre. It's a cool composition. It's probably exactly what I would have taken as Skaven. Well, minus the Rat Ogre. I may have actually gone Lad's Got Talent Warp Guard. And I don't know. 2 Poison Wind Globadiers? That's probably too much range. I don't know what I would have done. It's funny, I actually rolled Skaven on the Warband Dispersion? Warband Selection? But they were my own. I vetoed them before before the draw. Since I just played them in BBL3, so I easily could have been Skaven. I would have lost my fucking mind. I just did the BBL3 with them, and then I did the Let's Play playthrough, so I was really kind of over Skaven at that point. Alright, so you're not going in that building to get the flagellant. You just threw poison there. Alright, there's a zealot. Watch out. I think, yeah, start flanking this way. You got a lot of cover. He needs to start finding the ranged units. You know he's going to this house. He's guarding it with this flag. Flagellant. And he's going to put an archer up there. There's no doubt. I think this is way aggressive. But he's getting vision, which is important. I think he's in the back hallway a bit here too. He's really, really getting aggressive. Oh my lord. He's getting spots off, but buddy. Wow. Well, you could try to lock him down, but he's probably going to die to everyone that attacks. Yeah, he's kind of using this back hallway. I mean, that's a priority target. I think you walk into him and don't engage, because that will hurt. If we saw the initiative order, he's got 10 seconds. Like, you don't have a lot of support, but now this guy's way exposed. Oh my god, what are you doing, Albro? 3, 2, 1. Oh my lord. He had 90 seconds. This guy can go lock up the Templar. He doesn't have a lot of heavy armor though, does he? Like, this Templar is an ideal target, but instead he moved dog leg right. He should have started coming this way. So you're starting to see what Jaeckel wants to do. Jaeckel probably wants to snipe. He's circling in. He's using Armor of Righteousness. I think Jaeckel, he keeps going. If we can look at the mini map, I'll tell you exactly what I think Jaeckel will do. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? Where are you putting this guy? So allergy is just not fighting, I guess. So it's now 8 versus 10. Very interesting tactic. I guess he's looking for the brothel. He is miles from the action. Like, this guy is way the fuck over there. I guess he's trying to get the flag with him, but good lord. You could have easily just jumped down here. I think Jaeckel would be like, yeah, whatever. I could give a shit. Like, this guy's going to take 1, 2, 3 turns just to kind of get to the idol, and then to get it back, you're talking about like 3 more turns. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's overthinking it. I mean, this is exactly what we thought he'd do. I think Jaeckel's going to put a guy up there to shoot with. He's going to try to get in this noble house and shoot down. So what Albro should have been doing is trying to take away the sniper nest. Like, he's marked this one with a red. You need to get some people in this noble house to contest it and win it and take this yourself. Like, this platform is really powerful. And I think if you leave it to Jaeckel, he's going to come up there and start shooting you from there, and he can flank from there as well. So some of, the higher level players, they really think about, what do I want to do on the map? Where do I want to position units? What are strong places to position units? Where are strong places to leave my unit where they're not exposed? This rat ogre's exposed to archery. So this is where I think, he's already sending units this way. You can shoot from here and jump down. You can shoot from there. So this is like a shooting area, a shooting gallery. So try to avoid this area. So I think Albro could have used this building as cover and kind of set up. There's a ramp into the noble house he could have used to try to use cover to move forward. So just standing out in the middle of the courtyard is probably not the best. He could have contended these merchant houses, or whatever you want to call these, where Jaeckel's already headed. Especially with Skaven movement. There's no, he poisoned the shit out of this building. There's no way he couldn't. He could have claimed that place for his own if he wanted to. There's no reason he couldn't have contested that building. Oh, my lord, language is difficult. So this guy's just fodder. He's probably just going to ambush this corner. He's perfectly content to use him as a blocker. That's what Witch Hunter henchmen are. Oh, you can already hear him using this climb up. So, as predicted, Jaeckel realizing the power of this platform. So he wants to control it. So he could have gotten his Poison Wind Globadiers or Eshin Sorcerers up into there. He could have used this ramp here to get into this noble house. He could have sent units into these buildings on turn 1 and used them as turn 2 as a staging area. Instead, he moved forward and then moved way the fuck back. Like, there's no reason he couldn't have controlled this building. And that's way, way too passive of a flag grabber. Way too passive. Remember, you're already down a unit because of the impressive. So now it's 8 versus 10. Like, literally. 8 versus 10. And I'm thinking this guy can lock down a rat ogre for a while. Unless he gets crit. Yeah, no surprise there. Okay, he's not shooting from there, but right next to it. This is exactly what we knew would happen. I guess I'm omniscient. And remember, he just poisoned this area. So he's just... I mean, Jaeckel's like, thanks. Now you can't come get me without poisoning yourself. He could have controlled this building. It easily could have been his to control. Turn 1, move over to here by the wall like he did. And then turn 2 right now, he could be in there beating the shit out of this flagellant, controlling this building. So when Albro watches this, I think you should consider... Positioning is so important in this game. The worst thing to do is stand out in the middle of a courtyard, and that's exactly what he did. Like, there's no surprise about witch hunters having a bunch of ranged units. I mean, they're not just ranged, that's just it. They have strong ranged for what they have. The crossbow pistols, an archer zealot's not surprising. Most people have like one ranged henchman. I don't know if this guy shoots in a pinch or if he's just pure melee. So they're actually not that ranged, but what range they have is pretty strong typically. But you got this whole ledge up here that Jaeckel can control and shoot from, I think. Like, he needs to realize his predicament and get the hell out of this courtyard. Like, you need to start going in this noble house now. Use the ramps, get in there. Which is where he should have been going in the first place. He should have ended around here for turn 1 with a lot of units and then gotten them ready to use this ramp. So you can use the ramp, you can be flanking from this staging area into the house or into the road. I mean, you've already conceded the merchant quarter or whatever you want to call that. So there you go, there's the zealot. Like, you could totally be having 2 versus 1s against these guys. Just beating the shit out of him while he's camped up in these merchant houses. That forces Jaeckel then to kind of move up. He can't just like give up henchmen for nothing, you know. I think the rat ogre could maybe climb here. I think this is a climb up point. I mean, you just blocked the ramp, buddy. What are you doing? Again, positioning failing him. So this is a guy here. This was pretty good. I liked where he ended up on turn 1, but then you poisoned the shit out of that house, so now you can't get in there to pressure Jaeckel. He's staying out in the courtyard still. I don't understand this. I mean, you could hug these walls and ambush these the holes in the fence. So this guy's out in the open. He can just get shot to pieces. Ambush that guy. This is a win to trap this guy and his great hammer. Just ambush. Don't let him out of the corner. I think this is a good... No, you're not going to find a charge. But you can ambush and trap him in there. It's the same thing as a charge, basically. It's a reverse charge. Like, don't obsess about the ambush. He's not going to want to get this guy caught up, so just ambush. It's literally like the same thing as a charge. Everybody gets minus 10% to hit, but no, he can escape. What are you doing? Okay, he doesn't want to lock that unit down. Climb up. 52%. You're doing it with heavy armor. So that's not a surprise there. Not surprising. Trying to climb with heavy armor. Appears to be blue heavy armor. And now this guy's exposed, so you might have to ambush the wall, yeah. Try to stay away from the ranged. He way over pulled back his sorcerers. Like, they're ranged units, and you used all your blue pills to pull back, so how are you going to get any reloads off? This is exactly the units you want to use Blessed with Filth on. It's like, oh, do you have 80% armor? Well, I'll just do poison. That bypasses all the armor. Then you're doing like 20 damage a pop. 20, what is it, 20 to 30? Especially if you stack Mastery with Basic, you're going to be doing a lot of poison damage. So it's a hard counter to the poison. You just have to obviously have like poison specialist and stuff. If you're taking Blessed with Filth, you want to take Poison Proficient. I forget the skill, but it's going to help. This is really interesting by Jaeckel. Like willingly locking down his Templar against a henchman with 50% armor. Eight to 11. This is what I'm talking about. Like, all right, but if you have poison, that's 30 to 40 damage. If you have the Bless with Filth, Mastery, and Basic stacked on the unit. Now, he's probably got decent poison resist, maybe 50%. So I think your henchman, you want to take Poison Expert or Proficient, where the fuck it's called, the passive. If he finds a Venom Rune or Venom Weapons, that'd be awesome. This guy's probably going to go help the Templar. Yeah, I thought he had ranged weapons. I remember that when he played Jiggy. He uses them in a pinch. He's kind of like Pumpkin for me. Pumpkin can shoot or attack, and he kind of sucks at both. That's kind of what the Witch Hunter is. Yeah, 64 to a unit out in the open. It's pretty shitty ballistic skill. Able to land it, though. And that's why you wanted to pin him down. You didn't have to take this damage if you had just pinned him. It would have been a Great Hammer instead, but Great Hammer has poor armor bypass. So you'd have cut the damage in half from the Great Hammer. Instead, you just took 69 damage from the guns. So I don't know if Albro's done anything to help himself yet. We're gonna have to see what he does here. This is gonna be a very important move. I'll be very upset and sad if he puts him on the Templar. Either one of these units are a bad decision, actually. Yeah, so you're seeing that poor damage output. He hasn't even checked the crit chance. I imagine it would be decent. Electing not to take Black Hunger, but you're seeing such... He's got purple bracers, guys, but this guy has 65% armor. So... There it is. That's what I'm talking about. He should have been looking for that crit. You knew there was going to be a pretty good chance with this guy having such high accuracy, and he only has... It's in the single digits, crit resistance. That's another way to bypass... this guy has poison, so I think he's fucked. I wasn't looking at the poison checks. So, well done. He failed one. This guy's probably dead to the poison. But this guy does damage in his own right. You really don't need to give him poison, too. For future matches. Like, understand that this guy has Black Hunger, purple bracers. He's impressive and attacks a lot. He can crit things. He's his own machine. What you want to give Blessed with Filth on is some of these henchmen and the shurikens that attack twice, and then they can get their poison bypassing armor. And I really like stacking Basic and Mastery Blessed with Filth. I think he should leave his one Eshin Sorcerer with just Basic and stack it with these two, because Basic and Mastery spells stack. Yeah, once this guy gets one of these Warp Guards, this battle's going to last forever. Now, at the same time, this guy is really prone to range. Jaeckel's not really looking at the turn order. I think it'd been better to delay, because you're about to get shot, I don't know, 8 times with shurikens. I mean, there's literally the Poison Wind Globadier and Sorcerer behind you. Like 1, 2, 3 shuriken dudes coming up. Like, yeah. And you have no armor because you're a flagellant. Just don't even move. Just throw this 3 times. You don't even have to think about it. Just throw it, yeah. Just throw it. Stop thinking about it. Just throw the shurikens. Okay, let's see how good his reload is. No more aim shots. So he took away a red pill. Like, what's the point of that, though? I think you could kill this guy with just shuriken, 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 shuriken. That's 4. That's 7. Plus the other guy has 3. You can do 10 shuriken attacks. Like, why even poison the guy? Like, kill him. Just kill this guy. A kill is a kill. The more henchmen you kill, the easier it is to get to warrior priests and dudes standing in the window. Now stop overthinking about it. Just reload. Aim shot. and then pull back. Or just, no, don't go forward. Where are you? No. Just shoot him. He's way overthinking this. Just shoot this fucker. Like you're poisoning him and then poisoning him again. It's like the old phrase, like when that meme, like, he's already dead. Stop. It's already dead. Stop. You're punishing it. He's like trying to get out, like he's like trying to use his tools. Like he's got all these tools in the belt. It's like, oh, let me use this tool and that tool and this tool. When really you just need to get out your hammer and fucking hammer this guy. Yes, aim. Look, look, this guy's dead. Yeah, reload, shoot, and then pull back. Three. Dead. This guy's fucking dead. And you still have this guy that could have shot him a bunch. So, like, what is this guy going to do now, though? Like, alright, he's going to hit this guy, but now, like, the rest of his red pills are kind of going to go to waste. I think he's letting poison kill him, and that can be a mistake. There's no guarantee the poison will kill him. Okay, I guess because of that. What was the stupidity check? I feel like it wasn't that bad, was it? I like that he's flanking a bit with Aladdin. I think this is a good choice. Go into Overwatch, keep him out in the middle. This is a good flank. We know there's the Templar and a dead hero over here, so this guy's really pretty safe. Who did he just give that? Oh, did he fail? Why did he double do that? Okay, now he's really, really, really dead. Go ahead and really, really kill this guy. He's already dead. Stop. He's already dead. Jump up. No, use the climb point. He should have scouted. That would have been easy to spot. This guy's fucked. I don't know what he was doing. Alcohol's dead. So he took his injured unit and then brought him out to just get mauled by the witch hunters. I think it would have been better served locking up that zealot inside the noble house and protecting his lowered HP. So here's the unit he's decided not to play with. Didn't I tell you to take turns upon turns to get down there? I don't know what he was thinking. This guy seems to have the heavy armor and only like 6 movement. So he'll get to there the next turn. And then maybe get to the climb up point the next turn, at which point the match will be over. Like, way super protective of that unit. Like, he took him way the fuck over to try to get the flag. And it's funny because Jaeckel's conceded a lot of territory by taking this back road. If he had just brought the warp guards along this wall, he could have gotten to that flag really quickly. Because I think he took the flagellant out of this house that was protecting the captain. We know one of these guys is in the noble house. I think 2 of them are. 1, 2. There's another one in the house. I don't know where the 4th one is. But this guy's ranged and this guy's ranged. This guy's here to buff. So he has a wolf priest and a Templar that actually want to get into combat. So I don't understand why you sent your warp guard a mile away. You really could have used them to lock down targets or to grab the cart flag. I mean, this is such a win. Like, you got to try. I don't know if he has any healing with that poison wind globadier. Nice. Missed. Because they always fire early. But this is okay. He can't lock him down, and he can't do nearly enough damage to kill him. He's got support right up the ramp. So we know there's a zealot here, and there's another one inside the noble house in the corner. So Blackbeard here, he could kill him next turn really, really easily. Blackbeard. So imagine he hadn't sent the warp guard on like a 1,000-mile journey. He could have been ambushing to protect this guy. Could have ambushed over here. Yeah, so that guy can disengage and shoot, shoot, shoot. He can go around the corner, shoot, shoot. The poison wing globadier can shoot, shoot, shoot. So that can be another dead unit for Jaeckel. And all he'll have done is 2 swipes with his axe. So, like, there's no reason, like, to not just disengage and shoot the fuck out of him. Yeah, if this guy hadn't jumped way over there and run around, he could have ambushed, protected this guy. I think that would have been a better play and still be much closer to the cart. All right. They're going to be, wow, that was nice. And it's filth, but he passed to 34. Only parry stance. So he can break that or just maybe even bypass it. Now, do you bring this guy down? Yeah, I think you just shoot him. Like, Albro is returning the favor. He gave him a free kill. He's like, here, have my henchman kill him. I think that's what you do with Jaeckel. Just shoot this guy in the road. Like, don't hunt for kills. Give what your opponent feeds you. If your opponent wants to just give you free kills, take them, you know? Okay, I guess he wants the Rat Ogre. Trial by Pain. Is that what I think's happening? I mean, this has to be a Trial by Pain. Why else would he bring him way down here? %. It wasn't even a Trial by Pain. This is going to be a Trial by Pain, right? Missed both coin flips substantially. How is this a coin flip? My God. I mean, I know he gets 30 for being engaged. But that says he only has an 80% ranged chance against a large Rat Ogre. Wow. Did you just leave him out on the road, Jaeckel? Yeah, I don't know if he was in cover. Maybe that was part of it. Okay, I guess he knew he could get the kill with this guy. So they've traded henchmen. But in a sense, all right, so he let him ambush him on this door, returning the favor. But Albro in a self-imposed henchman exile, forcing himself to be down 1 extra henchman. So it's really like 7 versus 9 now. How does Jaeckel get to the squishy underbits? Like, what unit do you use? Is it going to be this one? Do you hopefully kill some of these warp guards and then send henchmen on? Like, you gotta, if you're Jaeckel, you want to start thinking about, how do I get on these Eshin sorcerers? Has he decided it's time to fight this Rat Ogre? Wow, he passes the coin flip. And then he lands the hit. 80 damage? Wow, this rat's almost dead already. I didn't realize how injured he was from taking shots. This guy should die, right? Yeah, that was pretty obvious. So I think the Wolf Priest can come and finish off the target. And then things are looking dire for Albro. It's weird he can't disengage. Is there something behind him? That's bad luck. But he just missed 350%, so. There you go. Got through the parry to make up for the last roll. Taking his own parry stance. You don't disengage, but you might just go into a parry. Or you do disengage, what do I know? Free up that Templar to go kill your Rat Ogre. I mean, does he know this guy's stuck in a parry stance on the ramp? Like, you just freed up the Templar. Like, that was the most ideal situation, and you just let him out of it. I mean, this guy can go kill the Poison Wind Globadier now. That's maybe what I would do. He might just go kill the Rat Ogre. He's immune to terror and fear or whatever. I really don't understand what that move was about. Alright, giving him a plus 30% range resistance so that when his Eshin sorcerers come up, it's harder to shoot them. Interesting decision as well. Alright, we'll go kill the Rat Ogre. I guess he's done with using him. Or put him on the Poison Wind Globadier. Because he can probably get on the Rat Ogre. You probably want to guarantee the kill on the Rat Ogre that he just offered you for free. Like, that's an easy choice, I think. You hit him with the Templar. If it doesn't finish the job, bring this guy up. Really, really, really polite of him to release the Templar. I mean, really, really kind. He's like, I'm sorry. Did I lock down your one unit that fucking hates being locked down? Here, let me release him for you. Did I have my purple armor guy on him? Yeah, he probably could have gotten there. He spent a pill getting onto that Rat Ogre, so he could have. I think he could have been better spent sending that guy in the Poison Wind Globadier and letting the Wolf Priest kill the Rat Ogre. But this one looks like it's winding down now, though. He could kill Al Pacino, whatever his name was. See ya, Al. You can go meet your rat maker. Getting the crit just to show off. 2% chance. So a lot of misplays. I think Jaeckel had some of his own, none of which were exploited by Albro. I'm really curious how much toughness this guy has. Did he like blow all of his pills on agility? He seemed to have not a lot of HP. I think a lot of beginners overrate agility, because Lord Ramon I know did. He gave his spawn like 16 fucking agility. And a lot of people like to give alertness for whatever reason. May have been why he was harder to hit, because he gave him a lot of alertness. But that's just punishing yourself with the guidance checks. Toughness is always pretty much your first skill you want to raise, unless you want to get into heavy armors. Now, that said, you're seeing Clyde and Shellproof. Clyde, a very experienced player, pumping agility on his henchmen, but at the same time, those are henchmen. You kind of don't mind if they die. They are tanky as shit now already, but if you hit them, you can crit them very easily, so it's risky in that regard. And they die quickly to ranged or magic if they're not actually locked up in melee, so... As Chaos, there's no way for me to exploit that, but maybe like Lust could exploit that with some lightning strikes and just melt his henchmen, right? So... Or the rats maybe have decent crit chance and stuff. They can punish his sidestep henchmen. I don't know why he didn't disengage. I mean, he can disengage, right? There's no reason he can't. It's going to be interesting to see how Albro develops his warband. This was going to be a tough fight for him no matter what. I think he's done all right, relatively. I know I've been harsh on him, but he wants this constructive criticism. I could just blindly say, and he puts on Blessed with Filth. Like, we're watching that happen. There's no reason for me to comment on that. But It's a very strong warband. It'll be interesting to see how he develops it. I think he's going to be very dangerous in the mid ranks. He's going to be. I've always said to my warband and the other players, win your division or win your like conference or whatever the hell you want to call it. And the reality is, there's a lot of new PvPers. You shouldn't have expected like win the tournament, right? But what you can expect is to be one of the better new PvPers, because then you're a real true asset to your team. And I think Albro has the potential to do that. I think he has the potential to be very strong in the mid ranks. So it'll be interesting and fun to see how he develops. If he can leverage his rats, his Eshin sorcerers as best as possible, be able to skirmish better and find better hiding spots, positioning. Use Bless with Filth on the proper targets, not release Templars that are locked down by 50% armor henchmen. Reload before moving so you'll know if you have a target or not. I don't think he got back on the blue pill either when he did that. Always reload before moving, everybody. -5 to dodge. Christ. He's going to love meeting a Daredevil unit. That's kind of the weakness of Templars, is just send a Daredevil unit on him. I don't know if he's going that way with the Rat Ogre. I hope he does. I hope he takes Black Hunger and Daredevil, and it looks like he already has Mastery Order. Like, it looked like he had Mastery Battle Tongue and Mastery Order with the leader. So hopefully Daredevil's coming on the Rat Ogre, and he could just chew the shit out of these kind of units. Just attack. You know, he already has Adrenaline Rush, so he'll have 5 regular attacks. Unless, of course, he takes Daredevil. And then 3 orders right after. He could just utterly destroy units. So you can see a lot of potential here. See, look at that. It's Mastery. It's Mastery Order. So that gives plus 15 hit chance. So, again, ultimately, you don't want to use Mastery Order on a henchman versus another henchman. Hopefully that plan is, yeah, he's even like, what? Well, he lost his Rat Ogre, that's why. The idea is to use that on the Rat Ogre. No, you cannot order ranged. Looks like his first order build, too. That's exciting. Expanding his horizons here. Jaeckel's saying, why the hell do you care about my henchman? He really didn't have any other target, to be fair. Though I think you would have been better off just shooting with your warp pistols. We're going to watch Jaeckel clean up here on this turn. The henchman he sent around never did anything. I don't think he'll even get to the cart before this is over. He has his pick of the ranged litter. I might pincher that Poison Wind Globadier. Start killing him. This guy. That works too. Or is that the one that was always engaged? Whatever. The one that was engaged. I guess it was this one. So 10. I think it's 5 to 15. And then double it. 10 to 30. So you're talking about 15 to 45? Maybe that's not quite right for the Bless with Filth. Is it 10 to 20 and 20 to... I don't know what the fuck it is. 20 to 30? Maybe that could be it. But you could see the potential with like just stacking Bless with Filth. And then throwing a shuriken 8 fucking times. Not 8 times, 4 times. With 8 red pills. So remember, he moved this guy to pointlessly lock him down, even though he could disengage from it. I mean, I don't know what that was supposed to accomplish. After Jaeckel like wasted his entire turn with that guy, 3 shots, he didn't land anything. I'm guessing he doesn't have trial by pain. Otherwise, he would have used it on the rat ogre. Going for the increased hit chance. This guy has really poor hit chance. It's really weird. Crossbow pistols have plus perforation. They don't have plus hit chance, so. We've lost the roll log here. Yeah, there we go. I figured it was around 50 again, even with climbing up. I don't know. This captain's not that fucking terrifying to me. He was like rank 0. Okay. Now at this level, he's just not pulling his weight anymore. He's not that terrifying with his coin flip pistol shots. I think a lot of witch hunters have noticed that the power of the captain is really falls off a cliff. But again, Albro's doing great for his what he's been fed into. I think whoever he plays next should be kind of scared. He's going to get a couple PvEs in between this and be a dangerous opponent. I believe he lost a warp card. Here's a low-level one. I think that's the one he sent for the flag. So it's hard to be too critical. What my biggest issue is with, like, why did you send him way down there? That's the one thing I just don't understand. So I understand kind of keeping him out of battle, because I think he's rank 0. So he would have just melted immediately. So I kind of get it, but he was kind of down a henchman to begin with. He obviously had an out of action in a PvE. And I really root for the guy to get a hired sword here. I think we can place him with in the 3rd round. That will help a lot. Guys, when you get the hired swords, make sure you train for free the most expensive skills. Train like the stuff that need 9 skill points, like knowledge of Mordheim and resilient and all these things that are very expensive. That way you get your money's worth. Even if you're like, I want this skill immediately, my recommendation would be get your money's worth. How did he have such a shitty fear test? Has he not touched leadership? 29? Is he just pumping alertness? $29 is like, ugh. I'd like to see the other screen to see what his stats are. That is, whew. Hopefully, if you're undead, you really want to go against Albro here. This guy looks a little better, 47. I'd expect more of that kind of level. But this guy's got a helmet, so this guy doesn't even have a pendant on. Hopefully Albro can turn these guys into really good brick walls. You can get a lot more purple armor and just turn these really tanky with the 2-hander. I mean, this would be my recommendation. Tank these guys up, give them a 2-hander that has a high hit chance, and give them filth. I think that's the way to go with them. You want to get adrenaline rush so they can attack 3 times as well with the filth. So just 1, 2, 3 filth stacked on a unit. Take poison expert, take resilient, armor proficient, and then probably maybe knowledge of Mordheim as your passives. Adrenaline rush. The one thing Skaven are always shitty with is they struggle with magic resistance, and you just kind of have to accept that. If you face Sisters or Lust's Lightning, just accept that your warp guards are just going to eat it. especially since he doesn't have a Doomweaver with the Idol of Change. It's actually what I was talking about what I would have taken as a Skaven warband. I forgot about him. I would have taken 2 Eshin Sorcerers, a Doomweaver, a Poison Wind Globadier, and probably a Lad's Got Talent Warp Guard. I really don't like Black Skaven. Because you could drop down that Idol of Change to strip off all these Armors of Righteousness. You can strip off Call of Vanhel, and then you can give yourself some actual decent magic resistance. And then with the Idol of Change as well, you can make your Blessed with Filth cost 1 red pill, which is just nuts. Withers 1 red pill, Blessed with Filth for 1 red pill. The Doomweaver inside a Skaven warband is very powerful. Reload, just reload. It's free. Okay. Now I can start to think about what you want to do. Going for the high ground. Who's your target? I mean, kills are kills at this point. You're just fighting for honor, but obviously you'd want to kill heroes. This is so bad as a basic skill. If you take Warp Poison, you better take Crippling Shot as well. So it'll be interesting to see if that's where he goes with Alchemy, Mastery Crippling Shot, and Mastery Warp Poison. This guy will suck off 6 red pills, I think that would be. And the reason I don't like this, I like Numbing and not Pinning. Is it Pinning Shot? I think it's Numbing and Pinning. Is because, alright, so you strip this guy's red pills off, but he still has 7 blue pills to go wherever the fuck he wants. He can go and get your flag. He can go put units into an all alone. Like, he can still move wherever he wants. So, but if you do Numbing Shot and the guy's standing out in the field, he can't use his red pills because he's literally just fucking standing in a field too. Now this is a wolf priest, so he can maybe cast magic. Okay, I get it. We're just talking about, let's say it's the Templar. So if you take away all his blue pills, which you can do, you can take away 4 with the poison and then 3 with the shot, and you literally just lock the guy right in the middle of a field. Then he can't use his red pills anyway, so I feel like it's the stronger of the poisons. I mean, it's too late at this point for the man, but just in general, 1 out of 4. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, exactly. Thank you. They can Greybush, but you shouldn't be standing in the field with the Magicaster standing in the field. That's usually a good way to lose. So, be like, oh look, a Warlock. Let me stand right here for him. Oh, this guy has 192 HP. I wonder where his low level one was. Delay? You don't even want to get the flag at this point? Okay. Interesting decision. He's like, I don't want to expose my position. Reload. Reload. There you go. Now you can get up there and start shooting things. I guess the Wolf Priest. There's just no way forward here for Albro. All he can do at this point is make a fight of it. You could see the potential though. He had the potential to do well. If he hadn't lost that Rat Ogre so quickly. I mean, may as well put it on yourself, right? I don't know. He's not focus firing. I don't... Like, you're putting Wither and stuff on that guy, but then you're shooting at the Templar. Like, these guys were wounded. You could have just taken out the henchmen. Like, you don't want to do a little damage, do a little damage, do a little damage. He's got to do a better job of focus firing. Taking the kills that are given to him. This guy should have been dead long ago. Like, remember this guy came around and I'm like disengage and then just shoot him a bunch? There's no reason Blackbeard should still be alive. I don't know. I just like numbing poison. I just it's just so much like you can remove the blue pills, which also removes the red pills. With warp poison, you remove the red pills, but they have all the blue pills in the world. So like, all right, you moved his red pills. This guy can go maybe lock down your poison wind globadier against the wall, and then now he's neutralized. You know what I mean? Like you can create an all alone. You can do a lot of things with blue pills. But if you can't move, you're not going to do anything with red pills. It really neutralizes archers too. Like they can get a couple free reloads depending on the weapon, but I don't know. I think taking blue pills is just more powerful. Did he take marked? He's just cleaning up now. You just see the struggle with the witch hunters, though, man. They just don't have damage anymore. They really don't. If you can withstand their damage, meanwhile start killing some of their henchmen, they just kind of melt. Like, imagine you lock this guy early or get a kill on him. There goes, like, a lot of the damage. This guy's can do damage, but he's usually there to buff. Like, you can lock him down really easily. I don't know, man. Jaeckel has a little more dangerous than most with that two-handed early witch hunter hero hire and the wolf priest, but his Templar just has a hammer, so he has zero armor bypass. You could lock his Templar down easily, which literally he did, but he let him free for whatever reason. I mean, that unit would have died eventually, but this guy's finally landing shots. The Pilgrim. I don't know if he's just waiting until he routes, and then he's going to use this unit. I mean, I don't understand what this guy's waiting for. At least have the honor of taking the flag, right? It's the moral victories. You can see where, like, see, this is the like the Skaven are perpetually dangerous. If the Eshin sorcerers are up, they can use Bless with Filth on any unit. They have shurikens. They have guns. He has the Rat Ogre. That's totally not even talking about the Rat Ogre, which just pumps out damage. Now the Warp Guards are there to tank. They don't typically do damage, but if you get some purple halberds and Adrenaline Rush, you can get off. Well, you don't even need Adrenaline Rush, but you could do like Strong Blow and then a regular attack, and then really fucking hurt someone with a purple halberd. So, yeah, well, you used up the blue pills, so you wouldn't be able to climb. I guess he assumed he'd pass the first climb check. Well, you could have gotten the flag, but you delayed twice. Poor Allergy will not even fight this whole battle. Sneaky, though ultimately useless. Well, you did delay twice. I mean, I don't know why you did, but you delayed twice. I'm sure there was a sound reason. You could explain in Discord. He's like, oh, hey, Warp Guard who hasn't done anything, I'll match. Let me lock you down. And just end turn. I mean, who cares? I mean, I guess you could do that too. Is he trying to lock him against the wall? I hope so. I hope so, Albro. I hope you'll take the advice. I mean, you got a really good start, man. You just got to bring it together. And I really do think he's going to be dangerous. Hopefully he keeps his morale up. He's been fed some tough battles, man. Jaeckel? I mean, are you shitting me? I don't know how he earned a 6-1 player. He easily could have beat Paranoia, who's very good at the game. I'm trying to think about his other match. Was like a desync or something, or the guy quit. Was it against Calamero or was that Dread Apostle? I don't even. Was it against Dread Apostle? Maybe even. So I'd like to see and he got Abaddon too, right? He beat Abaddon. That was a good battle. So there you go. Stunned. It happens, guys. Only when it doesn't matter. God, how much I would have loved to have had one of the fucking sisters do that right outside in the building. Well, not. It's hard to say outside because you never came out of the house, but like where I could have just shot the shit out of her or engaged her in melee. Ugh. He's always hunting for this. I don't think that works though. If you have a little room on your circle, you can disengage still. What is the secondary for the Templar? I don't even know. Did he take marked? I don't know what he took. I think though he should have just attacked the warrior priest. You have a plus 20% crit chance when someone's stunned. I think you just try to crit him, attack him twice. This guy's gonna die right here though. Just end the match. The guy just said he had to go to work, so just see. Look at that, 42 guys. If he stacks the mastery with the basic, like, I don't give a shit about your armor of righteousness. I'm going to be doing healthy damage to you. Like, shuriken attacks, you know, and then use some swords. Like, you can really stack the fucking poison. Like, look at this potential. Can you please start stacking basic and mastery bless on your shurikens and on your two-handed weapon, or like one-handed weapons with 2 attacks? And just stack poisons. I think those were basic. I don't think those were mastery that landed on him. I think some of that is he threw the poison cloud too, but you can see what can happen here. There is the spell that reduces poison resistance. It's like the warp cloud, I think. It's not one of my favorite skills, but when you have 2 Eshin sorcerers, you can risk it. You can give one of them the mastery warp cloud. Really guarantee your poisons land.
A new round has started.
Yeah, why didn't he kill him? That's kind of annoying. You can see he's locking down the targets and not killing them. This is kind of a disappointment. Like, this is so a lot of people have said voluntary routing's bullshit. This is also why we have it. Because what we knew would happen in these late levels as morale got better is you could eventually then lock down 3 units that are left alive and then just fucking get Crush or go get Wordstone Rush, right? Just slowly be like, all right, now that your units are fucked, let me just go pick up every Wordstone or let me go get Crush. So this is why we have voluntary routing. Or you have to fucking go to work and you don't want to play another fucking hour, right? It's like, can I just end this match? It's obvious you won. You didn't get the secondary. Like, he hasn't even gotten the flag yet. Then he has to walk it back. That's going to take a few fucking turns. And no one wants to spend 2 hours knowing you've already lost. And be like, oh yeah, I'll wait around an hour so you can do your secondary. That's a good time. Now, the whole argument is you can still voluntary route, just wait till it's your turn. I get it. Oh, does he have the flag? Okay. But you can see that's why Jaeckel locked him against the wall, right? It says he wants to just delay, 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 delay. Like, you got to try to kill yourself. I think you just take this guy and flee over and over and over and then route. Or just flee with this guy over and over. Hopefully Albro just does that so you can end it. Keep some honor intact. You can do a couple aim shots on the Templar. Make sure you lose a blue pill by walking forward. There you go. Why not just shoot the Templar with 2 aim shots? Like, do Bless with Filth and then shoot him with 2 aim shots. I don't think it's that complicated. Bless with Filth on yourself, 2 aim shots. I guess you could do that too. Can you do 2 aim shots? Please? Aim shot? Aim shot? There we go. And you crit the fucker. Kill Vaseline. Kill him. Kill him! What are you doing? Don't let the poison kill him. Kill that fucker. I wish he had gotten the flag. I really wish he had gone for the flag now. I don't think he considered that Jaeckel would stall and do all this stuff. Who has the flag? The captain? It must be the captain. I wonder if he's dropping it on dead units and then running it back. Looks like Jaeckel's gonna get the secondary. I mean, it's crazy to me that he sent that unit all the way around and had a chance to steal Jaeckel's flag and then just delayed instead. I don't understand that maneuver. And it's also going to mean that Jaeckel gets the secondary himself. Does this guy have it? Or is he going into an ambush? What is going on here? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. No, the captain. Yeah, who the hell has the flag? Is it a henchman? It's going to take a lifetime to walk that flag back. Is he going to encircle him with these 2 guys? I mean, your Templar is going to die, though. You can only lock down units for so long. I think you just commit suicide if you're Albro. I mean, the guy said he had to go to work. There's something to be said for being honorable and finishing off your opponent as well. If we're going to talk about honorable letting someone getting a secondary, there's some honor in just finishing a match. I mean, we all have to move on with our lives eventually. Like, he could just go kill that warp guard and end this. Like, this is really tedious. Oh my lord. I think Albro just has to try to commit suicide with the unit. Because look at his morale. I mean, you're just not going to kill everybody. Oh yeah, this guy's free. He can go lock up a target. Yeah, I know. I always thought he was going to say leave. I gotta learn to understand when one can be locked and not. Yes, you do. It's when they're against the wall. They have nowhere to jump backwards into. So you could lock someone by putting 2 units on opposite sides of the unit as well, because then they have nowhere to jump backwards to. Well, kill the Templar and then just kill this guy off. Like, run in the poison, go flee against someone. I mean, I don't want to encourage that, but this is what Jaeckel's forcing him to do. Why are you not killing him? Why? Why are you not killing that guy? Okay. There we go. Now we can rout. That's one way to kill him. But he passed. Will he just rout? I hope he does. Just end this. Just end it, Albro, please. For the love of God. I mean, you just left the Templar alive for some reason. I don't understand what... Like, if you're trying to win, you kill the Templar. If you're trying to rout, you just rout right now. It wasn't on purpose. I wanted to leave your Templar alive and then die against the other guy for some reason. Jaeckel's sitting here like, oh my god, this guy's not routing. I can still get the secondary. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, what are Albro's objectives here? Alright, so you left the Templar alive. Well done. So is he trying to win? I really don't understand what he's doing. Hey, let your stunned, really heavily armored Templar live while I go kill myself on a warrior priest. Yet I'm not going to voluntary rout. I'm going to quote-unquote try to keep winning? I mean, this is really bizarre. But all this talk about honor and Discord's got people like not routing anymore. Unless they're playing me, of course. This is becoming a little silly. Arbitrarily picking who gets to do secondaries and who doesn't. But it is what it is. It's just a game. If he wants to give him the secondary, give him the secondary. At the end of the day, it's just really fucking over mercs and sisters. So it's like really fucking them over a lot. Since they, like, mercs just got rank 1 and sisters don't even have rank 1, so... I mean, I don't even want to stream this anymore. It's become very boring. I don't think this is any quality kind of stream. Like, you got an opponent thinking he can win, but he can't. But he won't rout. So it's just getting dragged out until he gets the secondary. So Jaeckel only has 2 units he needs to lock down. This alchemy, which will be very easy. And then he can, the Eshin Sorcerer is not even coming near him. So now he can actually just pin this guy, no problem. And continue to get the secondary. I don't know what Albro's doing. At all. Alright, he's stupid, so his turn's over. Jaeckel gets another free turn of returning the flag. Probably going to get the secondary. So congrats, Witch Hunters. Giving one to Aenir, now getting one back for free from Albro. Definitely changes the dynamic. Again, really fucks over mercs and sisters. You can voluntary route, Albro. Just literally fucking hit escape and voluntary route. I'm guessing you guys haven't told him that. It's not that fucking complicated. Here, let's see. What? This is just a fucking grind at this point. This is fucking crazy. Just escape, voluntary route. I mean, I guess he doesn't know he can do that. I guess no one in the Skaven have told him about that. So here we go. We just got the secondary, I guess. One of these units has it. So congratulations to Witch Hunters. Getting a free Crush Their Will, compliments of Skaven. So Skaven and Witch Hunters being very generous with the Crush Their Wills. Very, very kind of you guys. If you could return the favor with the cult, we would have been done. We've lost 3 Crush Their Wills to voluntary routes. Getting a little annoying now. I was trying to be polite on Discord, but really fucking annoying, actually. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a little salty. It's a shame because Crush is supposed to be hard. I mean, it's going to be sad when everyone gets rank 5 here by round 3. It kind of takes away a whole part of the tournament. Crush was always supposed to be hard. That's why I didn't mind the voluntary routes, but if it's being arbitrarily dispensed, it's really kind of lame. You start to create bitterness amongst teams. It's like, well, you let them do it. We didn't get it. They didn't get it. They got it. It's so arbitrary. Like, you had to do all or neither, but whatever. I really don't even think he knows he can voluntarily route, which he'll probably say later on Discord. Because he's so new to PvP, he probably doesn't realize you hit escape and then select voluntarily route. This guy said he had to work like 30 minutes ago. Like, this match ended 45 minutes ago. It's just, I don't know. This isn't what the intentions of the tournament were, so. Is what it is. We can talk about what's honorable or not. You know, that's a big debate. I must lose? No, you're supposed to fucking kill him, which you could have done rounds ago, but you melted this out for another hour. No, just kill a unit. I guess Albro's in this to the bitter end.
New round has started.
Really bizarre. Jaeckel should know you just got to kill the guy. It's not that complicated. There goes the Templar. You can go get the flag out of the cart. I mean, it's unguarded. We finally looked at the mini-map. We could see the flag for a second. He has it in the cart or not? Doesn't look like he has it yet. It's really weird. That guy's carrying the idol. So he actually doesn't even have the secondary. If he just routed now, he could go to his job and prevent the secondary still. Looks like it's not happening though. This has been a weird fight. Like, you have 2 red pills. Why don't you just go attack that unit that's almost dead? What is Albro doing? I have no idea what Albro is doing. Like, really, really bizarre choices. Like, he's trying to win, but not trying to win. Like, he didn't kill that Templar when he could have. I don't understand what Albro is doing. He had the warrior priest stunned and just walked away from him. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Alright, now he's engaged. Purposely jumps into the wolf priest. I don't know, again, what he is doing. There's no way I can put this on the YouTube channel anymore. It's like, it's been an hour of mindlessness. Okay, 20 damage. And he's going to shoot him, I guess. I wish he would have poisoned and thrown it on his own unit so this could end already. Macroborates, taking some more damage. This is the guy with the idol. So congratulations to Witch Hunters. A free Crush Their Will. Everybody's excited for them as the Mercs and Sisters move further into the abyss. Yeah, right, Lust? I think I will. I'm looking forward to playing Jaeckel. I've been wanting to play Jaeckel for a while. And I'll just lock him down till the cows come home. I don't think Jaeckel will return this favor, though. Well, the way I explained it to Steiner when he was so upset is just take it out on the battlefield. Just just fuck over people. Do really annoying shit. If this is annoying to us, as I find it annoying, we can be annoying too. You know, I don't want it to degrade into that though, but it's like, yeah, I can camp in the corner for 2 hours, or I can do this. I mean, this wasn't what we were going for here. Like, it was obviously a Jaeckel victory without the secondary, but now it's degraded into this, I'm not going to rout, I'm just going to lock you down and not try to kill you so I can get the secondary. Like, the outcome was obviously 1-0 victory to Jaeckel, no secondary. But it's dragged out for an hour, and Jaeckel was able to get the secondary. And he's still not even fucking killing the units. What is he? He just fucking quit? I don't even... What is that even about? I don't even know what to say about this abortion of a game. Do they know it's being streamed and this just looks like a fucking joke? Okay, what a joke-ass game. I guess it counts. We'll see what Karin says. So, like, Jaeckel literally quit. I mean, it's hard to, like, take this game seriously. I think you just throw out the fucking result and say like a forfeit. I mean, this looked like a forfeiture. I mean, it's a fucking forfeiture. Like, what the fuck was that? He could have killed his opponent rounds ago and he just quit. And he still could have won easily. And he quit. I don't understand in any level what just happened. Like, it looks preordained or something. Hey man, you let me get the secondary, I'll let you win with a rout. I mean, I don't even, like, this is annoying. This is kind of annoying. This is not the purpose of the tournament. Yeah, I think you have to throw away the result because he's not allowed to rout. So I think Karn has to just throw the result away. And I don't know what Jaeckel's trying to do, man. You can't voluntarily rout if you're not below the threshold, so that's a good point. I think you have to throw the result and just call it a 1-0 victory for Skaven. So Jaeckel ironically got the secondary but then broke the rules by routing. So that was a 2-hour stream that ended as a forfeiture. Yeah, so it's a forfeiture, so I really forgot about that part. Yeah, you can't route without being below the threshold. So if it's forfeiture, looks like it'll go down as a WL instead of like an actual score. It'll be WL for Albro. So I hope you guys enjoyed that abortion of a match.